Right, this is my third take because I've tried to filming this video twice now, and unfortunately I've been interrupted with the two messages. So guys, when you message me, if I don't get back to you, that's the reason why, is that I'm filming a video, alright? Anyway, this is going to be my first update for my entry into Martin Lamont's Hawker Harrier 50th anniversary buddy build. And my entry is the Kinetic Sea Harrier FRS-1. The reason I picked this is because I basically have seen this aircraft at Farnborough. In fact, there was 6 of them from, believe it or not, 899 Squadron. This is around about 1988. And they did a naval sort of show, as it were, along with the other fleet air-arm units at the time. And I'm not kidding you, having 6 Sea Harriers hovering above you is just absolutely ear-shattering. It really is. And it's a sight and sound I will never ever forget. So that's the reason I chose this particular aircraft for the buddy build. And I just love the seat lines of it. Now, the one I'm actually going to be doing is a Falklands Warbird, which was based on HMS Hermes at the time of Operation Corporate. Which took part in the first air raid over, I think it was Stanley Airport, after the Vulcan had been. So that's what I'll be depicting once this aircraft is built. I mean, at the moment I've just basically got sub-assemblies built. In fact, one of them I've just dropped on the floor, bear with me. In fact, I'll just pick him up. Okay, I've got him. Sorry if my head's in the way. There we go. That's it, I've got it. So I just thought I'd give you a quick update on how far I've got so far. Some of you guys have nearly completed your builds already, so I'm impressed with the level of work, so keep it up guys, it's really, really interesting to see. As for me, obviously because of my work schedule I haven't had a lot of time on the bench. And today really has been the first day I've actually had some quality time modelling, and so it's made a nice relaxing change. I mean, I've got 3 projects on the go. I've got the U-96, this one, and obviously I've got Shane Smythe's Sherman group build going on, for which I'm going to do a bit of work on that tomorrow now, because obviously I'm getting tired, and when you get tired, that's when you start making mistakes. So the rest of the evening I'm actually going to relax now. But as I say, I thought I'd give you a quick update on how far I've got. First off is the actual cockpit seat. Now, what I've actually used to enhance the detail on this with the seat straps is the Edward edge brass set for the cockpit on the Tamiya kit. And believe it or not, you can actually adapt it for the kinetic kit as well. The reason being is because you don't get any seat belts with this kit, and I thought, well, it's going to look rather empty without them. And I did have a lot of fun actually assembling this. I do love getting into edge brass now. First time I did it, I just hated it, but now I'm getting into it, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And I think it just really adds to the detail of the kit and enhances it, really pops up the detail. So that's how far I got with the seat. I've got all the seat straps in, so they look awesome. The next thing I did was the cockpit itself, and I'm not kidding you guys, wow. The level of detail on it, as you can see here, is absolutely exquisite. I mean, even the back wall there, look at that. That's far superior to the old Tamiya kit, I have to say. Even the dials on the side panels there. You've obviously got the cockpit instrument panel there. That's beautifully reproduced. The head-up display, you've got a glass piece there. Now, I didn't put the actual screen on there because obviously I'm going to actually cover this in black primer tomorrow. I've fitted the air intakes on along with the nose gear bay. Again, I don't think you're going to see a lot at the bottom, but the level of detail I can assure you inside is absolutely exquisite. Again, it's really, they really didn't leave anything by chance, Kinetic, I can tell you.
Admittedly, there were a few fit issues getting it together. There was a few gaps, but I basically used some sprue glue to solve that issue. But they've even got the pedals for the pilot as well. And to be honest with you, I've actually sat in the cockpit of a two-seater, and it is incredibly small for such a, well, comparatively large aircraft. It was quite surprising how cramped it is in there, and for guys to be on patrol for about 2 or 3 hours, it must have been driving them nuts. Yeah, I really am mightily impressed with the level of detail on this kit. The compressor blades I haven't actually got glued in at the moment, guys, because I'm going to paint them separately, obviously. Because trying to do it like that, you're just not going to get a very fine definition line out. Apparently the air intakes on the Falklands War birds, because they were painted over in overall dark sea grey, on the intakes themselves, in the air inlets, they went straight back to the engine with the extra dark sea grey. That's a colour I've actually got to get hold of next week whilst I'm off. I think I'm off Thursday next week. So I'm probably going to pop into Hobbycraft and get some paints so I can get this on the go, as it were. But as I say, there are a few fit issues, but it's nothing you can't fix. And overall, so far, I'm really enjoying this build. In fact, I've had a lot of fun putting this together today, to be honest with you. And also, I've managed to get the rear undercarriage bay done as well, along with the hatch for the air brake. That was a little bit tricky to get together, but again, here and there I've basically put some sprue glue in, sorted out any gap issues, and overall the fit isn't that bad really. Now on the instruction sheet they tell you to put the navigation light at the bottom there, and also fit the air brake if you want the air brake open. Now, because my bird is going to be sitting on the carrier deck, more often than not, when they were actually on the ground, the air brake was down. So that's what I'm going to do. But because I don't want the nightmare of trying to basically mask it, I'm going to leave the air brake off until the final stages of the assembly of this kit. And also the same goes with the nav light as well. Because it's going to be an absolute nightmare trying to mask them whilst I'm putting the base coat on. So there you go. And finally, I've actually got the mechanism for the engine nozzles assembled as well. Believe it or not, they actually move. If I just get hold of this, you can actually move the actual mechanism for moving the nozzles on the kit as well. And that is something you don't get in the Tamiya kit, so that's an added bonus as well. But be warned, when you actually put this together, remember you've got a little sort of gap, as you can see there, that's got to go at the front, not the back. Now, I made a hiccup and put one of them around the other way, and it wasn't until I referred to the instructions thing I thought, oops. If you don't sort it out, you're never going to get your nozzle on. So I basically managed to get that sorted and done and get them all lined up. So basically that's where we're at this moment in time as regards to the buddy build. I have to say, this is my first kinetic kit. Do I like it? Yes, I do. Am I having fun? Yes, I am. I must admit, it's also out of my normal genre because, as you know, I'm chiefly an armour modeller. And it's been a while since I've been doing an aircraft kit, so it's nice to get back to my old genre. And sometimes it's nice to just have a little bit of variety. It keeps my mojo going, to be honest with you, because doing the same old thing does tend to get a bit tedious after a while. So doing an aircraft is a really refreshing change. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Next time you'll see this, hopefully, will be when I've actually buttoned up the fuselage and possibly got the wings on. And then I'll do a second further update on the build then. When it will be, I don't know, because it was obviously on my work schedule. It's as and when I get some spare time. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and obviously I will post up pictures of how I'm doing with this build as and when on my Facebook page. So until the next time, get kit crazy, happy modelling, and I'll speak to you soon.